Hello, today we'll be talking about Prinplup, the first water-type evolution, and first water-type evolution that evolves, introduced in Gen 4, being the evolution of Piplup, who evolves at level 16. Its previous PYC dates are March 26th, 1997, January 15th, 2000, November 5th, 2002, August 26th, 2005, June 16th, 2008, April 7th, 2011, January 26th, 2014, November 16th, 2016, September 7th, 2019, and June 28th, 2022. I most know Prinplup as Pip, my starter in Pokemon Burrow. I also know Prinplup from Pokepark Wii Pikachu's Adventure. I love how Prinplup feels like an in-between of Piplup and Empoleon. Anyway, let's get into the Bulbapedia article. Hello and welcome to the Bulbapedia section of the video. Today we talk about Prinplup, the penguin Pokemon, whose number is 0394. This is what it looks like. Its type is water, abilities Torrent, and competitive is its hidden ability in Gen 9+. Defiant is its hidden ability in Gen 5 through 8. Gender ratio is 87.5% male and 12.5% female. Catch rate is 45, 11.9%. Breeding is egg groups Water 1 and Field. Hatch time 20 cycles. Height is 2'7" or 0.8 meters. Weight is 50.7 pounds or 23 kilograms. Basic Summarian Steel is 143 in Gen 4 and 142 in 5+. Leveling rate is medium slow. EV is 2 in special attack. Shape is that. Footprint is that. Pokedex color is blue and base friendship is 70. Prinplup is a water-type Pokemon introduced in Gen 4. It evolved from Piplup starting at level 16 and evolves into Empoleon starting at level 36. Biology: Prinplup is a blue penguin-like Pokemon. It is mostly dark blue with light blue facial markings, wing tips, and lower body. Its eyes are blue and it has a short yellow beak with a small point above it. Two large yellow ridges extend from its beak over the back of its head and meet just above the nape of its neck. On its body are 4 large white spots that resemble buttons. Instead of arms, it has long, sturdy flipper-like wings that are capable of knocking over and snapping trees. It has short legs with yellow 3-toed feet. Prinplup has a high sense of self-pride, which prevents it from forming groups of its own kind. This Pokemon can be found in icy waters where it hunts for prey. Prinplup can swim gracefully in the cold seas. Its singing voice has been compared to a roaring tide. Evolution: Prinplup evolves from Piplup and evolves into Empoleon, so Piplup, Prinplup, Empoleon. Game data, Pokedex entries. In Gen 4, Diamond. It lives alone, away from others. Apparently, every one of them believes it is the most important. Pearl. Its wings deliver wicked blows that snap even the thickest of trees. It searches for prey in icy seas. Platinum. Because every Prinplup considers itself to be the most important, they can never form a group. Heart Gold and Soul Silver. It lives a solitary life. Its wings deliver wicked blows that can snap even the thickest of trees. The Gen 5 Pokedex entries are basically Platinum's entry, but Prinplup is now the correct casing. In Gen 6, X is Diamond's entry. Y is Heart Gold and Soul Silver's entry. Omega Ruby is Diamond and X's entry. Alpha Sapphire is Heart Gold, Soul Silver, and Y's entry. In Gen 8, Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl are their Diamond and Pearl counterparts. Legends Arceus. It swims gracefully through the frigid sea and sings with a voice like the roaring tide. It has powerful, sturdy wings and dignity to match. In Gen 9, Scarlet. It lives a solitary life. Its wings deliver wicked blows that can snap even the thickest of trees in half with a single hit. Violet is the Gen 5 entries. Prinplup and the Blueberry Pokedex. There's 2 of them, and you can see that they're not really together. They're separated. That's fun. Oh wait, that's interesting. The pattern. I never really thought about it as like a feather pattern. It makes sense. They're gonna. Yeah, it's less of like solid colors, it's more like they've blended in together. That's actually really cool. Game locations, side game locations. Held items in Legends Arceus, normal, Citrus Berry 25% of the time, Spoiled Apricorn 15% of the time, Grid items by level, Alpha, EXP Candy M 100% of the time, Seed of Mastery 20% of the time, and Grid items by level. Still don't know how the math works. Stats, base stats, HP 64, Attack 66, Defense 68, Special Attack 81, Special Defense 76, Speed 50, for a total of 405. Pokeathlon stats. Type effectiveness, damage normally by normal, fighting, flying, poison, ground, rock, bug, ghost, psychic, dragon, dark, and fairy. We do grass or electric for double, immune to nothing, resistant to steel, fire, water, and ice, all for half. Learn stat by leveling up. We'll do this Evo here and then go down to 19. So upon evolution, it gets Metal Claw. 19 Bubble Beam, 24 Swagger, 28 Fury Attack, 33 Brine, 37 Whirlpool, 42 Mist, 46 Drill Peck, and 50 Hydro Bump. By TM we're skipping, by breeding we're skipping, by prior evolution. So if you're new this generation, I probably should have explained this in the Grottle video, but I didn't. I guess wanted to wait until we actually had something here. So this is a section that only appears on evolution pages, as I've done in the Grottle, Torterra, Monferno, and Infernape video. If they don't have anything, there's nothing by prior evolution. If it has a move that only has through the prior evolution stage, it'll point this out. In this case, it's just gonna be Piplup, but like if it were Empoleon, for example, it might have Piplup and Prinplup. But yeah, so I'll say like Piplup gives it the move Pound. If there's just the one, like in this case, I'll read all of them like I would the other couple categories I've talked about. So it's a physical, normal type move. Its power is 40, accuracy is 100, and PP is 35. Side game data, you got all this. Pokemon Ranger, Shadows of Olmia, in the browser entry. It hurls blobs of water. It also attacks by ramming. Guardian Signs, this Pokemon does not have a browser entry. What? What do you mean this Pokemon doesn't have a browser entry? Okay, got this. Pokepark Wii, Pikachu's Adventure, the Pokepark Pad entry. Prinplup guards the chairlift in the Iceberg Zone. His favorite attractions are Gyarados' Aqua Dash and Napoleon's Snow Slide. Evolution data, Piplup, level 16, Prinplup, level 36, Empoleon. Sprites here, so, okay. A little different in the blues. Yeah, that's a lot less, I guess it, yeah, that's interesting. It's just light blue rather than that kind of blue, although that might have been the same kind of blue that one was at the time. I don't remember. But yeah, pretty much the same. Well, a little bit more simplified, of course, but otherwise, yeah. These are a lot closer together. Again, yeah, all very kind of simplified. Shiny here, so basically the same colors as Piplup's. Maybe slightly darker colors here, but yeah, more or less the same. Then Platinum's has this kind. Stretches it out a little bit, I think. Makes it a little bit taller. More or less, yeah, the face is the big thing that changes. Yeah. The feet seem to be a little bit smaller as well. Gen 5 here. Again, kind of seems like it goes back to the Gen 4 ones with slightly different colors. But the full back sprite as well, that's nice. And then in Gen 6, you get the models. Pretty good adaptation here. Yep. Gen 7, not really much changes. A little bit different in the eyes, I think, but overall, yeah, basically the same. Colors might be slightly different as well in the models. Then in Gen 8, you got these models in this game. Homes, you got these. Other sprites, Platinum Intros sprite. Animation, Prinplup in Pokemon series, Diamond and Pearl. Kenny's Prinplup is the big one. Pokedex entries, I'd already record this first one in the anime section, so we'll let Dawn's Pokedex read it.
Prinplup, the penguin Pokemon, and the evolved form of Piplup. A strike from its wings can be harmful as it searches the oceans for prey.
In Diamond and Pearl, episode 26 in Ash's Pokedex.
Prinplup, the penguin Pokemon, and the evolved form of Piplup. One blow from its wings is strong enough to knock down trees.
Pokemon Evolutions, Prinplup in Pokemon Evolutions, with Barry, the manga, Prinplup in Pokemon Adventures, in color, that's fun. The TCG. Trivia, I read this point in the Piplup video. Origin, Prinplup is based on a penguin. The crests on its head suggest it may be based on a species of crested penguin. Prinplup's body looks like it is clothed in a tail coat adorned with buttons, often likened to the black and white plumage of penguins. Name origin, Prinplup may be a combination of Prince and Plup, sound of a pebble hitting water. Koitashi may be a combination of Pacha Pacha, sound of a pebble splashing in water, and Kotaishi, crowned prince. In other languages, see also external links. Let's move on. Now let's watch Prinplup's first scene in the anime. Hello and welcome to the anime portion of the video. Today we are watching episode 470, Dawn of a New Era. In this episode, Ash gets from the main character, traveling companions Brock and Dawn, have come to a Pokemon Center to sort of heal up and stuff. And a few other trainers have arrived to ask Mirstoy for help, like their Pokemon and stuff.
Hey, we're back! Would you take care of our Pokemon?
Wow! Chimchar! Turtwig! And would you look at that? A Prinplup! Doesn't it evolve from Piplup?
Right! It just evolved yesterday.
Prinplup, the penguin Pokemon, and the evolved form of Piplup. A strike from its wings can be harmful as it searches the oceans for prey. Wow.
Well, Dawn.
Huh? Nan?
Okay, yeah, and now that's a trainer that they met earlier. But yes, I would say that is Prinplup's first scene in the anime. Let's move on. Now let's see why other people love Prinplup. Now Now let's look at fan art. Hello and welcome to the fan art section of the video. No, we're set in fan art, so instead we're looking at TV and our fan art. For those of you familiar with the series, you might be wondering why we're on the single image, and that's because this is the only image we'll be doing today. So this is Prinplup and Napoleon gained the wealth type by Eric Gull 1996. So, got this fun little image here, I guess. Of them giving them the wealth type. Kind of replacing the steel type, I guess, a little bit. This one, yeah. And so, goes from Piplup, water type, Prinplup, water/wealth type, Napoleon, water, wealth type. Yeah, nice little graph here. Yeah, that's it. Let's move on. Thanks to everyone who submitted fan art. I'll be streaming tonight at 7 p.m. CDT Central Daylight Time, where I'll be trying to catch Latios and evolve Feebas into my Lodic in Pokemon Ruby. Tomorrow I'll be talking about Napoleon. As always, this is my proper outfit. You'll see me tomorrow.